G?
Budget.
No, my name. I'm not Budget.
I said my G.
Oh.
Shout out.
I'm drunk. This motion been kicked in already.
Shout out to the
Got some
Brahma.
diesel and so shout out to the midget under the table.
But wait, he said,
Mama's
hold up.
Kitchen.
I ain't budget.
Shout
How
out
it
to the
goes down in
Brahma
Mama's
Bull.
Kitchen.
Thank you, sir.
It's
Thank you,
real.
sir.
Got cards and cash.
The Brahma Bull keeps the party lit.
Yes.
Real.
The Brahma
Lies.
Bull and Koei Bliss. I love this show.
That nigga's dry as
Sylvie.
fuck. He's about as dry as
Bitch, one more
Lex's
time.
vagina.
One more time.
Ooh, bitch.
You got one more game.
Oh, did y'all see me come for both of them in one fell swoop? Bitch, call me David. I throws that spit.
Get out of here.
Air 5.
No.
All right, go ahead, Sylvia.
Nothing
Take us
Alright,
away.
short intro. I'm gonna do old school Tamir.
Ooh.
Stranger in my house.
Oh.
Oh shit, I've been drinking. I hope I don't cry.
Get it. Don't cry. Alright.
Your voice makes me happy.
Alright, here we go. I don't know just who you are. There's a stranger in my house. Took a while to figure out. There's no way you can be who you say you are. There's gotta be someone else. 'Cause he wouldn't touch me like that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't treat me like you do. He would adore me. He wouldn't ignore me. So I'm convinced there's a stranger in my house.
Yes, baby.
She said that song the most soulful way you can sing that shit.
My G, I got goosebumps.
Hell,
Baby.
nobody told you to revamp the shit like that. You got me in a whole number. You done fucked up my mood and shit.
I done sobered all the way
I
out.
feel sorry and I ain't even do shit. I feel bad and shit. I ain't even do nothing. What you? Who the fuck? Oh shit!
Wait a minute.
I thought that was. I was gonna say Jesus.
I about to say we got a playback going on.
I thought that was Jesus.
Have a sing off.
I'm telling y'all, beautiful, you guys. Mama's
Y'all
Kitchen.
come
Make
see
sure
us,
y'all
y'all.
come out and
Mama's
see it.
Kitchen. I'm singing in the play, guys.
We have extraordinary cast.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Play. We have a lot of talented people. You got the McLean's Couch.
Yes.
Koei Bliss, Brahma Bull. We got Dean Curtis.
Yes.
We got Sylvia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Shalom.
Gifted with harmony,
Yeah.
y'all.
We got
CJ Bands.
CJ Band, Storm. We got Cornelius.
It was that nigga
Adams,
me.
Mr. Pumpkin himself.
and
Pumpkin.
I ain't calling no grown man Pumpkin.
At all.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
It's not pumpkin. We
Nah,
gonna call.
nah,
Hey,
it's
my
not
dude.
Say it again.
You know what?
I ain't doing it.
Not going
We not doing it.
February 18th.
I know a pumpkin from up there.
February 18th, y'all.
Make sure
Get
you
y'all
come out.
tickets from one of us. Somebody.
We all got
We
tickets.
All got tickets.
We love y'all.
On deck.
We love the support. Come pack the spot out.
I got a question.
What's
Yes.
your question?
Y'all take food stamps?
No.
No, we don't.
Hey, I might.
We don't take food
I might have to compensate.
but we do take layaway.
I got a feeling that snow crab legs
Gotta
in
lay
my
away.
phone right now.
We got a layaway
Yeah.
plan, man. The tickets only $25. Let's
I'm
get this
all the way in
layaway
the
plan.
$25. Wait a minute. Before we go, it's $25, and you get a dinner with it. So I mean,
You get a dinner with it. You get to
Hold
eat
up.
while you
I
watch
ain't
the
possible.
play.
You can get free hotel accommodations.
Cooking.
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So y'all already
I
know
don't
my
know about
fam.
that. What's that?
Listen,
Oh, talk about that. Talk about that
this
part.
the promo
I don't know-
right
I don't
here,
know about the
yo.
hotel
Somebody give us
accommodation.
the promo.
thing.
this the promo right here. So the producer, Cornelius Adams. I'm putting you out there, Cornelius Adams. I hope you listening.
Mr. Pumpkin himself.
This nigga said everybody that buy a ticket get a free vacation. I'm just saying.
Right.
Hotel accommodations, not vacations. So don't say, bitch, I want to go to Barbados. Bitch, you get a hotel stay.
Not really.
With the bubby possum.
So this is my promo, my treat. If anybody coming that came to the play last year, you know 3 times a charm for me. I did it 3 times.
Hey.
Anybody that came and bought a ticket from me, y'all gonna get those accommodations. Family, friends, I'm gonna get one too. You feel
February
me?
18th.
February 18th.
Make sure
February
$25.
18th.
Hotel of
Mama's
your choice.
Kitchen.
Everybody asking what hotel? Hotel of your choice. Y'all just gotta get there to the destination. Whatever.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's going on, Outsiders? Monday night, 7 o'clock. Same shit, same Monday. Just a bit outside. I'm your host, Keisha, and across from me is my main man, Mark Foster. What up?
How's it going? Special March 5th edition. Shout outs to my pops, Ken Foster. Big birthday today. Also, a very old friend of mine. Well, not old. She'd kill me if I said old, but someone I've known a long time. A very good friend. Her birthday is also. She watches the show with her husband, Tracy. So happy birthday to both of you guys.
Tracy, Pops, happy birthday. Gin. Drink up. So, what's up with you, man? Like, you have a good weekend?
I had a pretty good weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Chill.
Chill.
That windstorm, man. Did you lose power?
No, thank goodness.
Yeah. I had it flicker off and on, but I stayed on.
It was crazy, though. That thing was crazy. Trees down, power lines down. I think somebody might have died.
Yeah, up in Kingsville, I think.
Yeah.
Going out to check the mail, and a tree branch fell on her. Serious business, people.
Yeah,
No.
so,
And what's crazy is, like, it's a nor'easter, and you think of nor'easters, you think, like, 12 feet of snow, but, like, Boston, New York, they got the snow.
yeah,
But we just got all that crazy wind.
Right, which was like enough to put the kids out of school, which I thought, when I first heard that, I was like, what, man, that's crazy. But then, I opened up my Facebook, people were like, man, it's pandemonium out there. It's like the apocalypse or something.
That wind almost knocked my fat ass over.
It's what we do, But, lots of things going on this weekend. Of course, everybody's talking about the Oscars that went down today. I know you watched a good deal of it.
Yeah.
I did not, but I got a lot of the highlights today. We also, today we have a special guest.
Got a guest.
Coming on. We have our first, comedian coming on. We got Tavon Chapman coming through to chop it up with us and laugh and talk a little bit of basketball.
You ever go to a stand-up show?
Yes, I have. I went to, what is that, Magoobies?
Magoobies, oh yeah.
Joke House?
Yeah.
I went there once.
That's a good facility. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It was cool.
I've been to a few. Like, the biggest name I saw was, I guess it depends, like Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah,
saw him
of course
live.
I do. Police Academy.
And I actually saw Whitney Cummings before, like, she became really big.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have a couple of people, slide through on the low.
Yeah, stand-up is always a good time. Like,
yeah.
I think, like, people don't really think about it the same as, like, concerts and all that. But no, you go, you got a couple drinks, and you're laughing your ass off for, like, 2 hours. It's great.
Right. So, recently, we, and when I say we, I mean the city of Baltimore, has been in the news for good and bad things. And I thought we should kind of talk about it for real, because I thought it was very interesting, the dynamic between the two.
Yeah.
So Baltimore was recently named one of the coolest cities in the United States and one of the most dangerous cities in the United States.
That wasn't sound effects either. That was just outside.
Yeah, so all right, let's just start with the worst substitute, with the bad one, I guess. Baltimore was named the most dangerous city by USA Today. Apparently, we had the highest per capita murder rate in the nation.
Yep.
With I believe it was 56 murders per 1,000 people.
100,000.
100,000, right? Oh my God. Per 100,000 people, and that's pretty high.
Yeah, like huge cities like New York are like half of that.
Right, and we even beat out like what, Detroit and Chicago. Like,
yeah.
right, like I'm like, damn.
We beat you, Chicago.
I don't know if we want to beat them in this category though.
Yeah, we're always on the top 5 though.
Hey,
so
what's my man say? If you ain't first, you're last. So you might as well be first. No, I'm kidding. But
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
But seriously though, on a serious note, man, I mean that was like a sobering kind of thing to see. I mean, you know how much I love my city.
You think so?
I do. I think like it made me kind of sad. I'm like, yo, how are we worse than Detroit and Chicago? I mean, seriously,
Because we're always on those lists.
Yeah, but to be the most, like, numero uno?
Deadliest.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't come here and fuck with us, dog. No, don't kid. I think this is crazy. But on a lighter note, let's brighten things up a little bit. Forbes magazine named Baltimore one of the, I think, top 10 like coolest cities in the United States, and that's pretty cool. I mean, Forbes is pretty reputable source, you know.
Yeah.
And again, if we're not first, then we're last, so it's good.
Such a dichotomy of the city. It's like, thriving tech industry, art scene, music scene, and then murder.
Right. We know how to have a good time, but we'll kill you.
Did I don't think I ever told you this. The story the first time I came to Baltimore for a visit. I'm a West Coast dude, and they say like West Coast are more laid back and East Coast are more uptight. And I experienced that very first day. We went to Giant to grab some stuff. Going through the line, finished up paying and everything, and the dude's like, "Watch yourself." And I was like, "Watch myself? What the fuck does that mean?" Like, but he said it as like, "Goodbye, have a good night," kind of thing.
Right.
I was just like, where I'm from, that's a threat. So.
And where were you again?
Giant, just a grocery store.
Off of Harvard Road?
No, it's the one that used to be in the Rotunda.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is fucking funny. That's funny. Yeah. Well, I mean, let me ask you, because you're a native of Arizona who migrated to this cool, dangerous city. I mean, like, what is your take on it, or like, what are some of the things that you love about Baltimore? Oh Jesus!
I don't know. Like, it does have a crazy eclectic art and music scene.
Music scene is fantastic.
Oh
yeah. I can attest to that.
I don't know. Like it's crunchy. Like like it's real. It's real.
It's crunchy. Yeah, like, it's gritty. It's a little rough around the edges. Yeah. I mean, it's I guess you could say it's like a crazy fucking melting pot for real, because you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and like I've never seen this in a major city before I moved here. And I lived in LA for a while too.
Okay.
It's like good neighborhood, bad neighborhood. Like 3 blocks over, and you're like in the worst part of town.
Yeah.
And like literally, when I lived over, like by off Hartford Road, Herring Run Park.
Okay.
Like literally like 3 blocks this way, and there's a federal judge that lived in the neighborhood. 3 blocks that way, Public Enemy #1 lived over there. I was like, yeah, like this is the most patchwork, crazy ass city ever.
Yeah, I mean, even in my neighborhood, you know, you can take 2 wrong turns and be like, yo, what the hell just happened? Right. I, you know, sometimes I'm like.
And then Mansion.
Right. Yeah. And then you're right. You can go up 2 blocks, and then you know you're looking at a $1-point-something million home off of Mount Royal. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I think that's one of the things that I do love about Baltimore. Like, man, it's definitely different and an acquired taste. You know, there are a lot of people who migrate here, so I mean, and we get a lot of good business too. So must be something good going on here. But as we mentioned earlier, we had the Oscars go down last night, and you know we Mark watched, and I kind of caught up, got the Cliff Notes version of 2018, and they had some sports-related Oscars stuff going down, and
one of our dudes.
Yes, you know, like I'm gonna try to not get emotional when I talk about this, but Kobe Bryant, what did he win? He won an Oscar for Best Animated Short.
Yep.
And I want a round of applause for my boo thing.
Oh my God!
Haters gotta hate.
Haters gonna hate. Well, I'm gonna tell you, and I was just chilling at home because I moved this weekend. I was very tired. I was chilling, man. I was like laid out. You sent me that text message like, Kobe just won an Oscar, and I just like jumped up like, I don't know, like my family member just won an Oscar, and I didn't even know what he won the Oscar for.
Let me tell you, like I was kind of flipping between the Oscars and something else.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know. And
Right.
my mom actually texted me. My mom.
Miss Marsha is always on point. Thank you, Miss Marsha.
So yeah, that's how I found out. So I switched it over, but they had already finished their acceptance speech. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I did watch his acceptance speech. It's pretty cool, you know. Mark and I watched the short film right before the show went on, and it's actually pretty cool. I was trying not to get emotional. My eyes were trying to sweat on me, and you know, I had to fight that back a little bit, but it was great. I thought it was great.
That moment with the roar, you're like, oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, right. I mean, there was so many moments that brought back so many memories. Like, man, I know exactly where I was when this happened. Like,
yeah.
Oh
And what
my
it
gosh.
was towards the end of his career, he wrote a poem.
Right.
Kind of like looking back on his career, and it narrated the short with that. And it was powerful.
Norma, hold up. I got to shout out Norma really quickly. Norma said Whoopi looked amazing. Yes, she did. I'm surprised she didn't get more burn on, you know, more love the next day, because I mean, she just looked fantastic. I wish I should have brought a picture in for that one, but I mean, she had this long, it was like this colorful like gown, and it was awesome because it came with pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, make pockets. You know, designers should make more things with pockets because women love pockets. You know what I mean? Like, they love pockets.
I give my friends so much shit for like girls' pants not having pockets.
Yeah, it's annoying. The pants that I have on right now, I don't have pockets. Look at this. Look. Right. And I have a little chunk in the trunk, so you know what I mean? Like, things can go back there.
You know my friend Julia. My friend Julia.
I hate Eric.
Like, she complains about that all the time. I'm like,
yeah.
And I don't feel like this because I'm just like, you know, totally just shitting with her. But I was like, women don't deserve pockets.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Eric is definitely on one tonight. Hey, there's your dad.
There's my dad. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
And actually, Norma, I gotta say, shout out to Norma. That's my work boo.
Oh, okay. What's up, Norma? Boom, chicka, wow, wow. How many seconds we got left, Eric? We want a break? 1 minute. Oh, okay, all right. Well, also want to do another quick shout out for the Oscars. I want to shout out Jordan Peele.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Jordan Peele was another first. He was the first African American to win Best Original Screenplay for the work that he did with the movie Get Out, which was an absolutely awesome, super original movie. Like, did you watch that?
I have not watched the entire thing.
Oh, Mark.
Like the one time I tried to watch it, it was like 11:30 at night and I passed out.
Okay, all right, man. You definitely gotta check that joint out because I mean, I know you. I know our. It was woke. Oh, Eric said it was woke. I don't know if Mark can get any more woke than he is right now. But yeah, it was woke though. It was definitely woke, as my engineer Eric said. And all right, that's the music. When we come back, we'll wrap up that Oscars discussion, and we'll also have our WTF moment of the week. Robert Kraft, he's banging out backs. He's doing the damn thing. Just a bit outside.
Nasty bitch!
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio is what it is. Radio show.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, listen. All right, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all, it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, "Oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support. Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support." No, sometimes it could just go off of, "Oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown."
Yep.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up.
You just like
I just called her. I just called her and asked could she just get Junior some shoes. She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now, when you go downtown, you go down there and you get $500.
Right.
Now you mad because you get $500. And now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you're getting $500 now.
Right.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, if you're a good father or a good mother, and you're paying child support, right? You still gonna go ahead and do all that because
hold up.
It's just what it is.
Hold on, and that's another situation.
Right.
But you know what that creates? Now when we at the party, mommy and daddy ain't even down there speaking to each other. Cause daddy done paid for the party and he done came out of pocket this month with $600.
But right, that's your child.
Be mad.
Listen. He shouldn't be mad, but he also has another child with his wife.
That's on him.
Okay,
go ahead.
He got another child with his wife.
Okay.
Right. And you're
with
taking
his wife
and you're taking away from them.
And they taking away
Well, he should have kept it in his pants.
Exactly.
Should have kept it in his pants. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
You on some whole, he on some whole other shit over here. He on some whole other shit. I'm gonna tell you.
Just a bit outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is. You know, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, you know, that to me, that's like a big reason why, you know, they're losing right now.
driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show. You okay? Damn, Stone Cold Steve Austin giving the double birds back there. Excuse us for our technical difficulties. You're watching Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com each and every Monday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think we got some daylight savings time going on this week or something like that. So we'll be syncing up with the West Coasters soon.
I'm sorry.
We need a camera on that for some behind the scenes shit.
Oh my gosh. You guys, our engineer is this millennial, man. He is such a funny person. He totally just bit it. I don't even know how he did that back there. But okay, anyway, so we were talking about the Oscars.
And you had a perfect view of it, too.
Oh my gosh, it was so loud, too. And he jumps up like Mr. Miyagi and gives us a double bird. Like it was our fault that he fell.
That's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Man, that was crazy. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So shout out to Jordan Peele for his Oscar win with Get Out. That was an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you check it out. Man, Whoopi Goldberg was looking great, of course. You know, our family from Wakanda was in full effect, looking fantastic. And yo, shout out to the chick from the 3 Billboards, Frances McDormand. Man, like, you know, I feel like it was a long time coming for her. She's been in some pretty good films.
Yeah, I think she won for Fargo too. Did
she win for Fargo?
I think so, but
she was part of the cast. I know they got Best Picture, right? I believe it did.
Fargo?
Did it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was part of that cast, and
I really want to see this movie though.
Yeah. I was looking at the clip that they showed when they were doing the nominations.
Yeah.
And that shit looked crazy.
Right?
Crazy. Right. And I think Woody Harrelson is in it as well.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
It has a stellar cast.
Yeah, and you know what else I want to see? I want to see The Shape of Water.
I don't know. I'm torn on that. Like, some of the stuff looks great. Some of it looks like, I don't know.
Everybody's saying it's like a knockoff of Splash, but I mean, who doesn't love Splash? Splash is a classic.
And Splash didn't win the Academy Awards.
Hey.
But of course, it doesn't have Tom Hanks. So.
Right. Hey. Doesn't have the elusive Tom Hanks. So let's get back into the realm of sports. Just a little quickie, Jabbo quickie. The NFL has a new sponsor, a new pizza sponsor. It looks like Papa John's is out and Pizza Hut is in.
I don't buy Papa John's. It was a mutual parting of ways story.
Yeah. I don't buy it either. I mean, you know, like, we had followed this, you know, the past couple months ago, and, you know, we're talking about how his social media activity and his voice and his comments have been really detrimental to himself as well as his business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was bad enough that he had to step down as CEO, and to now lose an endorsement, you know, from a multi-billion-dollar organization has got to hurt. I mean, he is feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Pizza Hut, though. I like their pizza better.
Breadsticks.
Right. Cheese sticks.
You know, wings are better.
Right. And honestly, I'm gonna say it again. Who the hell was eating Papa John's pizza anyway? It is so disgusting. Like, seriously, you have to be emulsified at the football game to actually enjoy Papa John's pizza.
What happened to them though? Because like when they hit the scene in the '90s, they're actually pretty good. And
Everything tastes good when it first comes out because you don't even know what the fuck you're eating. You're just like, oh, this is new and different. It's great. Then the fifth time around, you're like, what the hell is this?
I know what it was.
What was it?
The garlic butter.
You think so?
You just cover their pizza in that, and
Yeah. I don't know, man. But shout out to Pizza Hut for getting into the NFL, and I think that's a good move all around because Papa John's just sucks. Papa John sucked. Pizza sucked. The whole damn thing sucked.
Nasty bitch.
Shots fired. That is what we do. So it looks like we have Tavon back there. We got our comedian back there ready to come through and chop it up with us. Yeah, is that time? Yeah, I hear the music. All right, you guys don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have some laughs. Just a bit outside. Mark, Keisha.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do. And I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show. Just a bit outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, they're losing right now.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're tuning in on Facebook, on YouTube, the TuneIn app, the Radio Loyalty app, each and every Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Share the love, share the link.
Share the link,
share the
show.
love. I had a spicy moment there.
Right, I don't know. I was right behind you, though. I got you. We're a team.
It's a 1-2 combo.
All right, share the show. Share the show, yo. As you can see, we have our guest in the building, Mr. Tavon Chapman. Yeah. Round of applause. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Tavon, thank you for joining us. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Okay. So, comedy, that's your thing.
That's my thing.
All right, so we're excited to have our first comedian up in here. I mean, we've had a lot of different guests, but we haven't been able to really scratch the surface of the comedy community. So, you know, this is a privilege for you. Feel privileged to be like our first comedian on here. So tell us, you know, like where you're from and like your connection to Baltimore.
Well, I'm born and raised here, Baltimore City, West Baltimore. I ain't been nowhere except for West Baltimore.
I know that's
so. I mean, that's where my ground roots are, right here.
And believe it or not, like he lives like grew up like what, like a block or two from my cousin. Yeah, the same neighborhood as a cousin, and like we kind of knew each other back in the day. It's just like crazy, Smaltimore, man.
That's what it is.
Just saw each other. It's like, oh yeah, I remember you. It's crazy. It's crazy. So you said you've been here the whole entire time.
Yeah, man. Almost 40 years. I've been here. I've been here in Baltimore. I ain't been. When I say I ain't been nowhere, I ain't been nowhere.
Hey, that 410 is our city,
right,
man. You know, that's one of my favorite things to say.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us, how did you come to get into comedy? Like,
well, you know, it's almost the typical story where you hear most comedians say, I was goofy, you know, as a child, as a kid, cutting jokes, cracking up, and everybody say, you need to try to do comedy. You should be a comedian. And I used to blow it off like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm scared to get on stage. And then I got a buddy that lived around that way too, Desi Alexander. Shout out
that's
to
my
Desi.
cousin.
Yeah, that's my man.
Yeah.
Desi, that's my man.
Baltimore, yo.
Desi got me in the comedy.
Desi, are you watching tonight? You better be watching.
I told him I was coming on the show.
Damn, you should have brought him.
I told him I was coming on the show.
Y'all gotta come back. That's why we're gonna work that. Desi, we're gonna get you to come back,
man.
yo.
We gotta get him back in here. If it wasn't for Desi, I wouldn't know what I would be doing right now. Desi was like, bro, you gotta try it at least one time. Come to one of my shows, watch me do it. I came to one of his shows, I watched him do it, and I was like, oh man, I want to try, but I was so scared.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm gonna put you out there. So he had one show, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go out there and do it. And he pushed me out on the stage. He said, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. He gave me the mic, pushed me out there. And I was out there in front of a bunch of people. I was so nervous that you could see my hands shaking. You could see my hands shaking with the mic, and I was out there. But the jokes that I told, people started laughing.
Word.
And ever since then, I just stuck with it. And me and Des been rocking and rolling. That's been 7 years ago.
That's awesome. That is amazing. So where? We still got the platinum going. So where was your first show?
My first show was down at Waxter Center, right down on
Really?
15th Street. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
It was Desi show. Desi was having shows down there.
Yeah.
And it was at the Waxter show. That was my first time grabbing the mic.
Dig it.
Yep.
Dig it.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the next question.
What would you say are the comedians that have influenced you?
I think every comedian out here has influenced me, to tell you the truth. I mean, I seen that y'all wanted to ask me what was my top 5. I don't really have my favorite comedian is Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Like hands down. But like in no particular order, like Red Fox, Richard Pryor, even the not famous enough as they should be, the Earthquakes and Red Grant, some more, Ricky Smiley, Mike Epps, Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart. I can just go on and on. Bruce.
So you just pulled a little bit from everybody.
I just love it, right? I just love the comedy game. I just love it.
Dig it.
Yep.
Dig it. So, you've worked with a lot of comedians. I mean, it seems like your career, is pretty extensive. I mean, you've worked with, but you worked with the likes of Guy Torry and Jess Hilarious, who is really hot right now.
Right.
I mean, what was it like to work with those people?
It's like I said, Jess is. I'm so proud of Jess. She's taking off, and I seen her. When she was just a regular Baltimore comedian coming up in the grind, and she the same way she is on social media. That's exactly how she is in person.
In real life,
real cool, real down to earth, and everybody just in the comedy grind, trying to make their own lane and come up. Guy Torry, awesome guy, awesome dude. All these people, you probably think they so big headed and stuff. These people are very down to earth when you get to talk to them. They ain't cocky, they not big headed, they don't. Give me just blue M&Ms or, I just want this. They ain't nothing like that. They give you advice in the game. And like I said, I'm still in disbelief that I'm still doing some of the stuff that I'm doing.
Right.
Yep.
So, have you taken your comedy on the road, or do you pretty much bounce around and do different venues in Baltimore?
But like I said, I haven't been where I should be going, and part of that is on me. But like I said, I done been to D.C., like Virginia, New York, but I ain't really been to like big places. Like I ain't been to little small cities and towns. Like I want to go to Philly and do some more New York stuff and L.A. and Miami. I really need to get on my grind and jump on that ball.
You just did a show here though, didn't you?
Yeah. I do.
And that was at the Comedy Factory?
Yep, I did a show at the Comedy Factory here. I hosted for John Witherspoon, Pops from Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. I hosted with Pops and did 3 shows with him. That was good. Rocked out. He gave me some good advice. I think I just had another show a couple of days ago. Up the 5 Mile House. I had to show up the 5 Mile House.
They still doing stuff up there?
Yeah, my other cousin, he does comedy too, and he has the shows up the 5 Mile House. Shout out to comedian KY Nelly.
Shout out KY. Hey, the camera's right there, by the way.
Shout out comedian KY Nelly. Shout out to Desi. Shout out to all my comedy homeboys, brothers and sisters. Y'all know y'all. Shout out to Ty Davis, Larry Lancaster. I can go on and on. Rest in peace, Big Speezy. Everybody, man. There's too many names to name, but y'all know y'all.
I think something that a lot of comedians, actually pretty much everyone that hits the stage has to deal with is hecklers. What was it like for your first time being heckled, and how do you just obviously you gotta have a quick wit.
I'm gonna knock on wood because I've never been heckled.
What?
Ever in life.
I'm coming to your next show. No, I'm lying.
I've never ever been heckled, and I think part of that goes with most of the club rules now. When they're announcing, when the MC is up there announcing, he tells he or she tells the audience, leave my comics alone. My comics will leave you alone. But if you do decide to mess with my comics, it's open season. My comics will fry you. So, but luckily I haven't been heckled, man. So I don't, and I knock on wood, and hopefully I won't have to, be in that situation. But I mean, I got some ammo. Just in case, somebody want to try it.
Shots fired. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So, you're a big fan of basketball. You said you like basketball. You like boxing.
Right.
What are some of what basketball teams do you follow?
Oh man, my team was the Lakers. My team was the Lakers forever.
You can stay. You can stay.
My team was the Lakers forever. I kind of fell off of basketball a little bit, but I like the Lakers a little bit. But once Kobe left, it kind of hurt me. It's like I fell off with him a little bit. It's like it seemed like when Kobe retired, I retired.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, a lot of us did. A lot of us did.
And I like LeBron and them. I like Cleveland. I don't really like OKC like a lot of people do. I don't really like them like that. They cool. Like I like the players. I like Steph. I like Steph. I like KD. Like I like players, but as a team, I don't really like them. Like Draymond Green makes me hate the whole team. I don't like his attitude, and he make me hate the whole team. So I mean, Houston, I like Houston. James Harden. And, But a lot of the new teams, they got so many new players and stuff coming in, and it's hard for me to get adjusted to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like every year they got somebody new, then they trade in mid-season, then they trade this. I don't even know who playing no more. So it's kind of hard for me to even like fall back into it. It's a mess. I wish they see when I was coming up, you got drafted on the team, you played for that one team till you retired.
Yeah.
Now they play a year, they don't like it over here, they jump over there. Then they don't like it over there, they go over there. They want to build a ring over here, they go over there. Like they playing Ring Around the Rosie in the NBA. Like, duck goose.
We talked about it at the top of the show. Did you mean you're talking Kobe and the Lakers? Did you see Kobe won the Academy Award?
I saw that last night. I did see that for the Kobe speech that he wrote.
Animated short.
Dear Basketball.
Dear
That's
Basketball.
I saw that.
Did you have a chance to check that out?
The Dear Basketball?
Yeah.
I watched it when they honored him doing the halftime song. What was that? What was that? The All-Star game or something?
Yeah.
Or when he retired, they honored him.
Was it the All-Star?
And they played that during the halftime or something, and I liked it. It almost made me cry, man. It almost brought a tear to my eye, man.
I said the same thing.
That was because, like I said, people understand. Like, I came out of high school the same time. Like, me and Kobe came out the same time. We the same age. So I done watched this man play 20 seasons in the NBA.
Yes.
Win 5 rings.
Yes.
Win millions of dollars, and then retire. And
Yeah.
I'm still sitting here talking about, man, I think I'm going to go back to school and get my CDL flag. I ain't did nothing with my life. And I done watched his whole career go past my eyes, man. I did watch it, but it was deep. It was good, though. Did you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we watched it right before the show.
Yeah.
It was good. Like, I was in the same boat as you. I'm like, man.
Yeah, man.
My eyes are starting to sweat up in here. Like, right.
My eyes was big as I don't know why I didn't want to blink. 'Cause I knew if I blink, a tear would have dropped all of them. So I had to watch it like this the whole time. My girl was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I didn't want to blink though.
Start biting into an onion.
But yeah, I can agree with you on that too, because I think we're about the same age.
Right.
But to watch Kobe like grow up, not as only as like a basketball player, but
Right.
like as a man,
Right.
and like now he has like this family,
Right.
and he's taking on like these new endeavors. I didn't even know that he was doing an animated short.
Right, we did.
You know what I mean? Like, when he retired a couple of years ago, he said, he's got so many things on the horizon.
Right.
Like, he's just such a talented person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it was really awesome. If you're a
Right.
Laker fan, if you're a Kobe fan, it was really awesome to watch that.
Right.
Absolutely. So we had a couple of other. We should do our WTF right now, since we have a comedian on, and so our WTF is about New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I probably didn't.
Robert Kraft is over 70 years old, and he just recently had a baby with this girl.
I was definitely about to say
Right, with his girlfriend, who is she's like mid-30s, early 30s.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, she's less than half his age, though, I believe. And, apparently, you're never too old to get her done.
You said he's over 70?
Yeah, I believe he's like
He's
72.
gotta be, yeah.
He's like 72 years old.
Dang his baby.
Right. I don't.
Dang his baby.
Eric, did you put that? Yeah, you got those pictures of his wife. I don't know, Mark. Would you say his wife is hot? I mean, would you say that?
She's attractive.
I don't think that's his baby.
You don't think that's his baby?
That look like his great granddaughter. Man, they people crazy.
Hey man, well look, I mean, he's a brand new daddy, and he's a testament to for everyone that you're never too old to get it done. Like, man, that is crazy.
What the hell happened to his wife? Because I remember back the first few Super Bowls that they won, they showed him and his wife.
She was right there. I don't know. I guess he decided to go younger. I mean, he
traded in for a newer model.
Hey, right, but he won't trade in that damn Tom Brady though.
He sure won't.
He gonna ride that joker till the wheels fall off. How much time we got left, Eric? A few minutes. We got about 2 minutes. All right. Well, let's get back to you. Now, you said that you do the comedy thing, but you're also a driver. What is that like? Like, do you think of jokes while you're like on the road?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I be driving down the road, and I know I ain't supposed to probably say this, but I be driving down the road, and I think of something. I hurry whip my phone on, go to my little note, and try
as
to
you're driving.
As I'm driving.
He's not supposed
and
to
try to tap it in. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to forget it, so I'll be like, hey, let me write this piece of bit down, or I'll write a word down and try to remember it while I'm driving. So you get in Baltimore City. You get material every day. You could probably do comedy. You could probably do it too.
Oh yeah,
you get so much material every day at your job, just at home, on the streets. All these people you see out here looking crazy.
Lexington Market.
Lexington Market. Oh man, you go in there and sit down at Lexington Market and
jokes.
Yeah, he telling the truth though.
I used to work a couple blocks from there, so yeah, that place is lit.
Where were you working at?
The university.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did you go there on lunches and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, you know, my favorite time down there is when they have I call it the junkie disco. The day that they have
Fridays.
Is that Fridays?
Yeah, that's Friday.
Live music going.
Yep.
Right. Everybody's out there doing their little dances and shit.
You can't tell them nothing either.
Right.
And if you look on YouTube, there's some special dancers going on.
Yeah.
It sure is.
So do you get a lot of material by being on the road, like as a CDL driver? Do you drive around Baltimore or?
Yeah, we local. We go a little bit outside of DC, but we don't go into DC.
Okay.
And we don't go like in PA and nothing. So we basically in Maryland, but
just a bit outside DC.
Just a bit outside.
We just run the Capital Beltway. We do the Capital Beltway, but we don't go into these. Like we do Hyattsville and all that stuff. But yeah, I get a lot of material on the road.
All right, hold that thought. You guys, when we come back, we're going to have more with the man Chap. Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside?
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
I'm going for shellacking.
Ooh.
And another good stat, Miami has never beat Carolina at home.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
Right, but the one good thing Miami can say is that they have safety TJ McDonald. He's back off of his 8-game suspension, so he'll be out there lurking and trying to make it hard for Cam Newton in the offense. And then also, we have to make note that they just let go of Kelvin Benjamin.
Yep.
So that's kind of one less weapon that the Carolina Panthers have. So it'll be interesting to see how everybody will adjust to the changes that has happened over the past week and a half. You got a
Just a Bit Outside radio show every Monday from 7 p.m.
You are
to 9
listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We got introduce yourself, sir.
Be Inspired radio show. Tune in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
I'll give you an example of mine, and this is real simple, but I know I'm not the only one that this happened to. So I went to Target last night, and I'm shopping. I'm just filling my cart with this and that. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, a little Christmas gift right there. Get to the register. They ringing it all up, and they say, ma'am, your total is blah, blah, blah. I open my wallet. I go in my wallet, and my debit card is not in there. I was caught slipping, y'all. I was caught slipping. Oh, my wonderful merchandise. I had to leave there at the store because I was caught slipping. I didn't have my card. Now, I know I'm not the only one that has happened to. For sure. Alright, so
before I walk into places I check, I'd be like, hold on, before I go in and touch anything, let me just
I know. I probably will do that now. Hopefully.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
Not what's going to happen.
That's exactly.
Do y'all think that we're about to go to war with North Korea?
We're going to get tracked down, huh?
Do you think North Korea is going to bomb us? Is it going to be like a nuclear?
Probably.
No. Probably.
We lost all our allies.
Yep.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Now, is that because of Trump or is that something Obama
Because
did?
of Trump.
He purposely
Yes.
lost them. He said it too.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com, Facebook, YouTube, TuneIn app, Radio Loyalty app. You know, I've been hearing a lot of that TuneIn app, like a lot of the big channels are
Really?
going on there. So yeah,
TuneIn Radio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Alexa and all that, so you just shout out Alexa, listen to Just a Bit Outside.
Okay.
We're here with Tevin. Spicy.
Right, Tavon.
Tavon Chapman.
Chat in the house.
Chat in the house.
Damn, that threw me off. It's been that kind of night. And we were just kind of wrapping up. We talked a little NBA. We talked about your career as a comedian. And you said there's too many comedians to have a top 5 list, so we're gonna go to the old standby for Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, which is what are the top 5 artists, musical artists, do you have in rotation currently?
Top 5 artists that I have in rotation now, probably I got Rick Ross in my CD player.
Wait, hold up. You said Rick Ross. Didn't something did he just end up in the hospital or something like that?
They said
What's
he
going on with him?
I mean, he had a seizure, and this is all I'm seeing on social media though. They said he had a seizure. He was supposed to be on life support. Then they said he wasn't on life support. And man,
you know what though?
I just hope he's alright.
Is that like the new thing to say? Like with somebody,
right?
Because I mean, everybody's having seizures now.
Right.
Like I don't know, man. He done went and got all skinny and shit.
Yeah.
Like
drinking and drugging though. You know,
right?
You got to keep up with yourself, especially when you start getting up in age.
I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows what's up with Rick Ross, comment on the thread, because I'd like to know.
Right, and yeah.
So who else you got? You got Rick Ross.
I'm listening to Rick Ross, and I got some mixed CDs and stuff in there. Like this new, I don't got none of this new age stuff in there.
Okay.
Let me just
hook
let
it
y'all.
Hook it up.
You know what I mean? I got one of my homeboys here, local Baltimore rapper. Got him.
Shout him out. Who is it?
Hold up. Shout out to.
Oh Lord.
Hold up, man up. My man Rock. That's what. Because I'm thinking of all the music that I got in there and his name and all that. Rock, my man Rock. Shout out to Rock. Man up, 78th Street.
Okay.
Yeah. I got Rock in there. Rick Ross. I got some Drake in there. I got some T.I. I still got I just got older stuff in there, man.
You got one more. You got Drake, T.I.
Drake, T.I. Rick Ross, my man Rock, Man Up. And then I just got my iPod in rotation, like the Game. I got the Game, some old Game stuff, and
you like the Game.
Static Selector. I got one of his mix CDs in there, but he played random artists and all on there. So Static Selector.
I might have to check that out.
Check them out. Yep, Static Selector.
Word. So you said Drake. You like that new God's Plan?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that video?
I seen the video, man.
That's another one that I think I've just been emotional lately. I was watching that video. That shit made my eyes sweat. I was like, man, this is so great. That
I wish I could have just been sitting down on one of them benches where he came at and handed me a stack of money.
Okay, I just wanted to go to the party that they had.
Right, can that be God's plan?
Right.
Shoot. God planned something for me like that. Really.
So, our next segment is, one of Mark's and my favorite segments because I always learn so much when we do this, is our Real on Wrestling segment when we talk about wrestling and boxing and MMA. And, you know, this is Mark Foster's thing. So take it away, Mark. What you got going on? What we got going on in the realm of in the arena?
Ronda Rousey's fully entrenched in WWE now.
Nice. Is she really?
Last week, not yesterday, but a week ago, Sunday was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view show. She went out there to sign her contract, supposedly. I mean, she already signed it before.
Right.
At WrestleMania 31, she did a little a bit with The Rock, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. And during the contract signing, Kurt Angle was like, they said they just want to control you. They're still mad because that thing that happened with The Rock. And he was warning her. And things kind of go down. She ends up putting Triple H through a table.
What?
Oh,
Ronda Rousey?
Oh, yeah. So it looks like the WrestleMania match she's going to have is her teaming up with someone, most likely Kurt Angle, against Triple H and Stephanie.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're all going to fight in the ring together?
Yeah.
Like a co-ed fight?
She said the co-ed.
They used to be called a mixed tag, but now they kind of go away from having the guys fight the girls because it gets bad.
I was about to say, no.
So like if the girl's in the ring, the other girl has to come in. So she'll be fighting Stephanie mostly. But I mean, she is an MMA badass, and they let her put Triple H through a table. So I wouldn't be surprised if they get physical some more. But WWE confirmed today that she is going to be on every Raw from now until WrestleMania, which is like 6-7 weeks away. So she's gonna be there every week. But she said it was her priority, and she's gonna be out there.
I'm about to say, I'm about to start watching it because that is crazy.
Yeah, it's getting eyes.
I wonder how Triple H feels about that. Like, is he getting shit for getting slammed?
Of course not.
By Ronda?
I mean, I'm sure it's his idea.
Hold that thought. We're gonna have more Real on Wrestling when we come back. Just a bit outside in the building with Chap, not Chapo. Chap.
Be Exposed Radio.
And let go of our anger over it. We can say, you know what?
Yep.
We knew that would come. We knew better, and we were allowing something to happen. We almost fostered, maybe even
bring it on yourself.
Yeah, indulged in it to the point where that person could take advantage of us because we created a false, you know,
a whole false everything. Well, really, what happens is what you said before, because if you know who you are, and when you connect with someone who isn't fully who you want them to be, you start to find reasons to fill in those gaps to satisfy your own need, to make yourself believe they are who you want. You know that the first day. So when you go down the road and you get to that one day when those gaps are, the plug is pulled out, I knew it.
Hey.
I knew it.
I knew it was coming.
But why did you do it?
Yeah, you set yourself
up. Because you thought it was the closest thing to fulfillment. So you accepted it, and you figured you could do what? Change the person.
You know what's funny?
That's why
I never thought I could change the person. You know who I thought I could change?
The behavior.
No, you know who I thought I could change?
Yeah.
I thought I could change me. I thought I could mold or manipulate myself to fit,
adapt to that person.
To adapt to that person. And that was actually, and I'm glad I went through this experience, because that was when I realized, no, there are...
Salacious Life Radio.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up! Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Spit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com, Facebook, YouTube, TuneIn, Radio Loyalty. Damn, I tried to get through without stumbling. So yeah, like we were talking about, Ronda Rousey hitting the WWE. She's been training for a couple months now. Came out at the Royal Rumble and then put Triple H through a table. So tonight, you know, it's the follow-up. She's going to be on every Raw, so she's definitely going to be doing something tonight. I'm going to check it out.
Yo, we watched that clip offline just now, and that was a legit body slam. I don't know. And then
Spinebuster, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back on it now.
right. I might go home and watch that as well, because, I mean, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
That was entertaining. And like I was saying, like, you know, she's got to be making more money dealing with WWE than the MMA stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and you figured like they give her a Brock Lesnar type of deal where she doesn't have to do so much, like limited dates. But she says she's all in. Like this is her focus for the next 3 or 4 years, whatever the contract was. So
she ain't getting hurt as much no more.
Oh, I'm sure.
Getting her face beat.
Yeah, I was saying she wanted to take any more feet to the neck.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was like one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But do you guys think that is this the new thing now? Is this going to be the trend? Like the crossover?
She could be the thing that brings it back up.
You know? I don't know. I mean, and is Conor McGregor, is he still flirting with the idea?
Who knows?
I feel like it's something new going on with him like every week.
You figure him and Dana White, they're always falling out. So who knows?
Oh, what they beefing now?
Always seems
like.
like.
I ain't know that. See, I don't really keep up with the MMA like that, so I don't know.
Last I heard of Conor was when he pissed off the mobsters and had to run from Ireland.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear about that? It was like what, November?
Yeah.
What
did he do? Yeah, he was hiding from the somebody's doubling gang.
Jesus
and it was
Christ.
legit. Like they were putting out like death threats, international joints. You know, it was like legit.
So he don't know how to chill. I see that.
Yeah.
Chicago boy. Ever since he fought Floyd, boy, you can't tell him nothing.
Right.
There has been talk about him and Floyd in an MMA match.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Floyd posting stuff, flirting around with it, but I don't know if it's just for entertainment because Floyd don't want to get in that. He don't want to get in that octagon. He do not want to do that.
If they make it just a boxing match, though.
That's what they did before.
Yeah, and just do that again. But I don't know if they want to. I don't know. Like
don't get in the octagon.
It's hard to. Yeah, I don't know. Take a page from the previous
Floyd
match.
Mayweather, if you're watching us on Facebook now, do not get in that octagon. I'm telling you, that's a bad look.
Maybe he could do a tune-up at Shogun next time we're there.
Man, I don't know. If Floyd ever does do it, though, this will be one hell of a moneymaker. Because a lot of people, and he's all about that money. You know what I'm saying? We can throw that little WWE entertainment element up in there.
Yeah.
Give the people a show.
Hey, you know he did a WWE match, right?
Yeah. Before, what was it? Big Show, wasn't it?
Big Show, yeah.
Broke his nose.
10 years
did
ago.
he?
Yeah, he broke Big Show nose.
WrestleMania 24.
Oh, we're gonna pull that up from the next break.
I saw that one.
So what's going on? Is anything going on with boxing right now?
Well, I just watched the fight Saturday night.
Deontay
fight fought Luis Ortiz.
Yes.
And that was a good fight, boy.
Was it?
That was real good.
Did it go the distance or?
It stopped, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the 10th round. But in round 7, Ortiz had Wilder hurt. I thought he was going to lose. I was in the house. I was in the house losing it. He had him stumbling. He had him woozy. I thought he was going to go down, and then he kind of got saved by the bell. And then Wilder came back in the 10th round and stopped him, knocked him out.
Damn.
Word.
Knocked him out. If you get a chance to see it, watch it.
Definitely. So which boxers do you have like any favorites that you follow?
I don't have a
you Tank fan?
Favorite. I like Tank. Tank. He bought him, so I got to ride with Tank 410 stand up, Sandtown, Pennsylvania Avenue. Tank. I like Tank. I like I said, Deontay Wilder. I don't know if you're familiar with the Charlo twins, but I like them, Jamel and Jamal Charlo. I like Earl Spence. I like Danny Garcia. I follow a lot of the middleweights. Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. Just it goes on and on.
Every time. You haven't done it in a while.
I had it up for the video that we watched, and then I forgot to turn it down.
Oh.
Have you gone to any of the local boxing matches?
No, I haven't.
You know, that's one thing I think we should probably check out because they do go down here every once in a while.
I want to see a live one though.
Yeah.
I want to see a live box. I'm pretty sure it look way different in person than it does on TV.
Yeah, I think don't they do it in like the 5th Regiment Armory?
I think that's what they do.
A couple of them.
I don't be hearing about that stuff.
Yeah, they used to do them a whole lot. I mean, now I feel like it's like few and far between.
Right.
But
What y'all got any favorite boxers?
Well, do I have a favorite boxer?
Does Sugar Ray Leonard still fight?
I was going to say, it would have to be Mike Tyson's crazy ass.
Oh,
I mean, because, like, that was all the rage when we were growing up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my dad, he has a lot of...
pigeons?
No. Fuck you. You trying to be the damn comedian tonight. My dad's got a lot of old boxing videos of, like, Sugar Ray, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman.
That was when they was slugging.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I kind of fell off with the boxing because I feel like I don't know.
Floyd was my favorite before he retired.
Yeah, but there's so much dancing around now. Like you know, I mean,
that's why you gotta watch the guys I'm telling you about because they actually get in there and fight.
Hungry.
Yeah. These young boys are hungry. Like Tank, he go in there and fight.
Yeah, he does.
Them Charlo twins, they go in there and fight. Earl Spencer go in there and fight. They don't dancing around. They don't play. That's why. Yeah. I couldn't do it, but yeah, they go in there and fight.
So let's get back into the realm of basketball. The first thing I kind of wanted to talk about was, it's been kind of crazy in Dallas with the Mavericks. Mark Cuban. It's been, there's been a lot of allegations going on in Dallas.
All off the court shit.
Yeah, you want to kind of give a little color to that?
What was it? Is it like a VP or someone that there are several like people within the organization accused of sexual harassment and being yeah.
I mean, I swear to God, this is like the year of grabbing by the pussy. I mean, I have.
That's what they doing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's all coming out.
Yeah, and like the very first article I saw, it was like Mark Cuban's presidential run might not be. He may not be able to do it in 2020. I'm like, who the hell cares about that now? Like,
right.
Take care of your house. Like, get things in order.
Golly, boy.
Yeah. So amid all of these allegations, the Mavericks have a new CEO.
Yeah.
Right, and I feel like the choice of this choice was kind of like damage control, because of all these sexual harassment claims, they're probably dealing with a lot of hateration and lady groups, women groups. If you will.
They're going to take that team from him.
What do you think, Mark? Do you think that will happen?
I don't know.
What's her name? For having that conversation in his own house about, what was his name? Donald Sterling?
Yeah.
And took his team. If it get too bad, they might take it from him.
I mean,
to prove a point.
I haven't heard any allegations against Cuban himself.
Right.
If it was, then totally agree.
I thought you were saying it was from Cuban.
Yeah, it was people within the organization. High ups, people that are important.
Right.
If it was against him himself, yeah, totally agree. But I think he'll be able to hold on to it. But there's got to be a whole culture change.
Right.
And I mean, it starts with the CEO that they just named. Her name is Cynthia Marshall. She's a black woman. I believe the first black CEO. First black female CEO in the NBA. So I feel like kudos to her, and she's got her work cut out for her, to kind of, I guess, rebuild the brand and the image of the Dallas Mavericks. And Mark Cuban, he's a good businessman. I mean, I think it was a very good decision. It's like I said, I'm pretty sure they're dealing with a lot of backlash right now, and you want to work in the best interest of your franchise.
Yep.
As we just went through this whole thing with the NFL, and there's power in numbers. There's power in the dollar. And, you know, you want your fans to come and spend that money. I mean, we just talked about how the NFL dropped Papa John's in favor of Pizza Hut. And those was just off the strength of somebody's comments. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there were some other things involved too, because, you know, Papa John's is just an asshole. But, you know, I mean, that's how delicate, you know, of a situation, you know, things are now. And the companies are always worried about the bottom line.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Cynthia Marshall. Like, you know, more power to you, sister. You got your work cut out for you. And it'll be interesting to see how the Dallas Mavericks organization moves forward amongst all of these allegations and whatnot. And speaking of allegations, are there more allegations coming out with college basketball?
I haven't heard.
I feel like I heard something. We'll check that.
I haven't heard any more, but I know like ESPN is walking back the allegations on Arizona's Sean Miller.
Really?
Yeah, they're saying like they tried to time it up to the dates and the times of the calls, but now they may have had those dates wrong, so it may not have been Miller at all. Which I don't know.
Can they get sued for that?
Oh yeah, there's talk about Arizona suing them.
Oh.
Yeah, they can.
Oh.
I still don't trust the guy. Like, I don't know. I'd rather get someone from the Lute Olson era back in there.
That is surprising. And you said ESPN walks back the statements?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Somebody about to be in trouble because ESPN don't retract no. You know what I mean? Like,
I think someone got fired already over it, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check that.
I got them facts straight.
Yeah. So we got a few minutes in this segment, Tavon, and the few minutes that we have left, yo, let everybody know how they can 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a few minutes left. Eric's back there. Can you tell everybody how to get in contact with you, how to follow you on social media? You know we're big in social media, and if you got any shows or anything coming up. Camera right there. Make sure you look at the camera.
Camera ready.
We got ladies, camera ready.
I'm on Facebook, Tavon Chapman. That's Tevon Chapman, CHAPMAN. I'm on IG, Chap_funny. I do have a show coming up. Me and my guy, like I said, Desi Alexander. We putting together a show. Excuse me. We putting together a show April the 6th out Sully's Comedy Cellar. April the 28th, have another show out Sizzle Lounge.
Where's
Pulaski
Sizzle?
Highway.
Okay.
That's out Pulaski, way out Pulaski Highway.
Okay.
Like all the way out. Also, I'm working on a short film. A buddy of mine in college just wrote and produced a short film called Chinese Food, the delicate. What is it called? It's called Chinese Food. Something. He just sent me the script and I read over. So
What's it about?
I'm be working on it. It's about how Chinese food is almost like an aphrodisiac for people and stuff. And I got the script in my phone and he sent it to me and I read over. So I'm interested in working on that to see how that's going to turn out. So look out for that. I mean, I'm doing, I do open mic stuff still too, throughout the city, throughout the week. And I'm just.
What are some of your open mic venues? Just so people know.
Some open mic venues that you can probably hit. What's So Funny? Shout out to What's So Funny, man. Them guys always show me love.
Where's that located?
Now it's out Loafers on Caton Avenue. It's starting back up March the 7th. What's So Funny? It's going to be at Loafers on Caton Avenue. So you can catch me in the building on there. My guy Sir Alex, he got something every Tuesday at Club 1 on Curtis Avenue. And then he has the Golden Dragon on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday on the Golden Dragon.
They do comedy out there now?
Yeah, they've been doing it. Been doing it for a while. See, you got
shout out to Nova Stars.
Yep. I got just a lot of stuff, man. Just, if you want to get into the comedy scene, like I said, there's stuff going on tonight. A buddy of mine, they got Sidebar. That's right down here somewhere.
Yeah.
They got Sidebar on Mondays.
That?
That's right on what's the name of that street? Is it
Asquith?
I don't want to mess the name up. I don't know if it's Lafayette, but it's right downtown when you coming off of.
It's literally just a couple.
Like Lombard, I think it's like by Lombard or something, but it's called a Sidebar.
Cool.
That's on Monday night. They do open mics. I got my other buddy Nova. Shout out to Poet Nova. He got something every 3rd and 4th Wednesday out Lock Raven out Towson at Metro Bond Grill. So if you want to try you come out there. But yeah, that's everything that's going on with me. Got a show April the 6th, Sully's Comedy Cellar. April 28th, Sizzle Lounge, and then more stuff to come. You know, I appreciate y'all for having me. Thanks a lot.
All right, my man. Well, there you have it. And listen, we got the dude, Tevin Chapman. Thank you so much for coming through, brother. We had a great time. And
Tavon.
come back. I know. You did it to yo, Chap.
Said
Chap, right? Chap.
Said Chap.
Hopefully bring Desi back, man.
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yourself.
Yes.
Fall in love with yourself.
Yes.
First.
Yes. Yes.
Until you are comfortable being alone.
Yes.
You will never be comfortable with somebody else.
But it hurts. Being alone, it hurts.
Extremely powerful.
But it's real. It's real.
It's a reality.
Like, you have to be able to look in the mirror and be comfortable in silence.
Yeah.
You have to
be comfortable with your own thoughts, your own feeling. You have to be able to get in the shower and rub your body and be proud of what you have, regardless of if you're perfect, if you're not.
It's
Just
you.
be comfortable with who you are.
Hey.
You know, I used to be uncomfortable with my big ass forehead. I'll tell people
She
all
does
the
not
time,
have a big forehead.
I do have
She
a big
does not.
forehead. But my father took me to go see Sade, and he bought me a bunch of Iman magazines. And
Salacious Life Radio Show. It is what it is. Radio show.
Go ahead. All right, listen. All right, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all, it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, "Oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support. Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support." No. Sometimes it could just go off of, "Oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown." Yup.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up.
You just like
I just
Bitter
called
Betty.
her. I just called her and asked could she just get Junior some shoes. She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now when you go downtown, you go down there, you get $500. Right. Now you mad because you getting $500, and now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you getting $500 now. Right.
Yeah, but you got to remember, if you're a good father, or a good mother, and you paying child support, right? You still gonna go ahead and do all that because
hold up.
It's just what it is.
Hold on, and that's another situation.
Right.
But you know what that creates? Now when we at the party, mommy and daddy ain't even down there speaking to each other. Cause daddy done paid for the party and he done came out of pocket this month with $600.
Right, that's your child.
Listen. He shouldn't be mad, but he also has another child with his wife.
That's on him.
Okay,
go ahead.
He got another child with his wife.
Okay.
And you're taking away from them. And they taking away from
Well, he should have kept it in his pants.
Exactly.
Should have kept it in his pants. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
You on some whole, he on some whole other shit over here. He on some whole other shit. I'm gonna tell
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Just a bit outside radio show, BeExposedRadio.com. We want to thank Tavon Chapman. Said it right. Yeah. Awesome time. We laughed our asses off. And go check out our shows.
Really quickly, can we do a couple shout outs really quickly?
I was just going to say that.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to shout out. What's up, Keita? I see you out there. Miss Marsha, what's up? Thank you for holding the mark down with that Oscar look. That was cool. That was really cool. Ernest, what's up, yo? Dr. Ren is in the building. Watching as well. Hello, Dr. Ren.
Salacious.
Alright, so yeah, so NBA.
NBA. We're talking some NBA, and some news that I saw come out today is that Silver, Adam Silver, yeah, that's his first name.
Yeah, Adam Silver.
He might be doing away with the NBA one and done rule, being a year out of high school or 19 minimum age. When I first started reading it, I was thinking they were going to extend it like the NFL or something like that, make them 21. No, they might just let high schoolers come back.
So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I think it's a mistake.
I do as well.
When the high schoolers, at the height of the high schoolers coming in the NBA, like the game kind of got watered down. There's like a huge drop off in fundamentals. And he's saying like they would make it a more comprehensive thing to help them on and off the court. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're still letting agents go into high schools and try to recruit these kids. And I don't know. Like baseball, you always hear about high schoolers getting drafted, but then they go into the farm system. They don't hit, very rarely do they hit the major leagues right off the bat. I'm not a fan of the high schoolers in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, my reasons is for the sake of the kid, for real. Like, yo, you should stay in college. I mean, if it was up to me, I know it's probably going to be unpopular, but I'd make them stay the whole 4 years.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think that when you stay, as opposed to like now early, yeah, that's when you really get to develop your game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But then I get torn because yo, you gotta think about like the 1996 draft, which was one of like the best of all time. You know what I'm saying? And then you think about like players like Kobe, who came straight out of high school, Kevin Garnett, who came straight out of high school. And you know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm kind of torn between the two. I mean, I think ultimately it would behoove the player to stay in school as long as they can, where they can build those. Huh?
Wasn't LeBron and Melo like the last high school class to hit the NBA?
I believe so. Yeah. I think LeBron might have been the last one. But when you stay in college for a couple of years, like I said, you get to hone those skills, you get to sharpen those fundamental skills. And then by the time you get to the big boys, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're ready. You know what I mean?
Fundamentals.
Yeah. I mean, look at Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he could have benefited from staying another year.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I don't think he's doing horrible, but, I talked a lot of...
And if they don't go to college, they miss out on the most exciting time of sports every year, March Madness.
Yeah, and to me, I feel like March Madness in itself prepares you for NBA because there's a lot of pressure playing at the professional level. I was just speaking to a friend of mine over the weekend about how much pressure it is to be an athlete at the professional level.
Yeah,
and she was just mentioning how she had a friend that played football and was, had been playing football in Canada and everything was all good. And then the second that he got to, like the NFL to play, like he kind of changed a little bit, and it had a lot to do with, the pressure of playing, as a professional player. So, like, I don't know. I hope they don't get done. Is that official, or you said they're thinking about it?
They're looking at it, yeah.
I hope they don't get rid of that. You know, honestly, like, man, let's try to keep knowledge. Dr. Ren says knowledge is power.
I saw that.
What is that? Yes, it is, Dr. Ren. Thank you.
Knowledge is power.
The ceiling is the roof. Nobody's gonna get. I don't know if anybody's gonna get that. Hey, shout out to Duke for beating North Carolina this weekend. I gotta say that. Shout out to my dude, my auntie. We won. Duke for life.
All them players they bought.
See it? Man, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
They got named in that same report.
Oh no! I wouldn't put it past them. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see Charles Barkley's comments?
No.
Recent comments? Okay, I'll pull them up offline too. Eric, how much time we got left? We got 30 seconds or like 1 minute? Or are you gonna play the music?
8 minutes.
No.
You know, Barkley was on Saturday Night Live too, so I gotta check that out. See if there's something there.
All right, you guys. When we come back, we're gonna continue our NBA discussion. We're gonna talk a little bit about DeMar DeRozan and depression. Serious subject, needs to be discussed. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You know what I'm saying? And I just came home from jail. I've been home maybe 6 months, 7 months, somewhere around there. And I'm so tired of losing people.
Right.
So when I wrote this song, like, I cried while I wrote it. I cried listening to the instrumental that was made by Doughboy Music. I even cried recording it. And when I got to the part where, like, I broke down on the song, my brother was like, yo, you want me to stop it? And I was like, nah, just let it rock. You know what I'm saying? Because in situations like when you lose people, especially the violence, it do something to you. Especially coming from there and, you know, trying to change the whole situation around to try to do something positive, and you just keep losing people. Keep losing, man. It's hard, man.
It's something that when you losing somebody to something that is like cancer, where you couldn't prevent it.
Right.
It's just, you know, a lottery system, but
it don't hurt as bad.
Right, but when it's something senseless,
and it's taken
could have been prevented.
Right.
Kind of makes you
it's an added element. It's an added element to the grief that you feel when it's a senseless act of violence.
So in terms of using your music to help your communities, how do you see that happening for you?
That's my next one too.
It's very much so possible because I have songs that
The Artist Exchange Radio Show. Every Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Every Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, and real live. Be Exposed Radio. Be Exposed Radio.
And more money, let them know, like, you're gonna get a hit if you do some rap stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, appropriation, like, they be getting that money. I was just about to talk about that too. Appropriation. Is it appropriation when they do? Because, you know, Miley Cyrus. Like, think about it. You got like Miley Cyrus. You had Justin Bieber, and you had like even Katy Perry and Pink. You remember? I don't know if y'all remember Pink. She used to do like some hip hop stuff or some like R&B stuff too. Do you think that's appropriation? Are they taking from the culture without like?
I don't know. Like, the way I look at it is, if it seems forced, then 9 times out of 10 it's not really them. So then it's appropriation. You feel me? But if I hear sincerity and the genuineness in what you're doing, and if they decide to label it hip hop, and your skin ain't the typical hip hop skin, you feel me? I can accept it as hip hop, like, cause hip hop is what we do. Like, you feel me? Like, people don't look at it like that, but it is. Like, and Busy B himself told me that. You feel me? Like, rap is a thing that we do. You feel me? And hip hop is something that we live.
Right.
So if you telling me your truth, but your skin and my skin on opposite sides of the barrier, who am I to say that that's not hip hop?
That's true. That's true. Now, and we got a newer person. I don't know if y'all know about this, but we got a new person that's kind of like on that culture too. Well, she's not really new. Fergie. Y'all remember Fergie
from Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah, yo, I heard she got a new album out, and I was unfortunately I was listening to this with a female friend of mine, a few weeks ago, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, it's actually pretty good.
And I was real surprised, yo. It's like
What's up, guys? It's your boy Shepsworth Bentley, and make sure you guys check out Homegrown Radio every Sunday, 7 to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. It's new, fresh Baltimore radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host Keisha, and across from me is my dude, Mark Foster. When we left off, we were talking about the NBA and the one and done rule and the possibility of the NBA and Commissioner Adam Silver getting rid of that rule, and I think we're both in agreement that they should not do that.
Mistake.
Yeah, huge mistake. Big, huge. So, we're kind of going to keep it going with the NBA discussion. Before I do that, we have a couple of more comments, it looks like. Ren Avery says, boo, Duke. I'm going to take it that she is a North Carolina Tar Heel fan, and that is unfortunate for her. So... better luck next time, kid. So, we got some games going tonight.
We have some games going. The Heat are hosting the Suns. Heat are up 51-37. That's just about at the end of the second.
Cool.
Pistons, Cavs. Cavs are up 71-60. That's in the third. Also in the third, Bucks at Pacers. Pacers are up 65-50. Celtics 31, the Bulls 12. That's in Chicago in the first. 31-12. Damn. And I think I don't think Kyrie Irving's playing because of sore knee. So Celtics just tearing it up. Let's see. We have the Grizzlies at the Spurs later tonight. There was another score. Oh yeah, Dr. Ren 10, Keisha 0 on that. Boo Duke.
Y'all are lucky that this is my show. Y'all are very lucky that this is my show and that I'm a gracious host, because I'm just gonna chop it up right now. But anyway, back. What are you doing? What? So we're going to
over.
We're gonna keep it going with the NBA discussion, you guys. What were we talking about? Oh,
what?
I almost turned it down. Yeah. So recently in the NBA, we're gonna kind of go just a bit outside of the basketball court, but we're gonna stay in the realm of basketball because I want to talk about something that's kind of a serious issue and an issue that I really think should be discussed and that is prevalent in not just in the NBA but all sports. So if you guys,
all walks of life.
Oh yeah, and not even just sports. Like everybody deals with this. Recently, whatever. I'm not gonna. Her comment just had some profanity in it, so I'm not gonna go there. But recently, DeMar DeRozan, which is an all-star superstar of the Toronto Raptors, just recently admitted to battling with bouts of depression. And I found this so very interesting because I feel like DeMar DeRozan is one of those players whose performance, I'm not even talking about his personality or his attitude, it goes in waves.
Mm-hmm.
It was just maybe was either January or February, we were just talking about how he had like a 50-point night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Toronto Raptors were surging, and I'm pretty sure that he's a captain and he's a leader of the Toronto Raptors, due to his superstar status and his tenure with the team. I wonder if there is a direct correlation between his performance on the Raptors and his depression, and then ultimately on the Raptors' performance as a whole.
Yeah.
And his depression. You know, I mean, do you think that by DeMar coming out and kind of like admitting like, yeah, like I have like an issue that I have to deal with and fix, and and seeing a sports psychologist on, will this open the door for other players to shed some more light on the issue?
You hope so. I mean, it's 2018. There should be no shame in admitting you have depression or going through treatment for depression.
Right. It's dangerous. Danger. Stranger danger.
But I think also he talks about it, which is good, because I mean, especially for fans and young people that need to see that it's okay to address depression concerns. How many players actively participate in such treatment and we just don't know about it? I mean, it's probably a pretty good number that we'd be surprised to hear about.
I am all about like sports psychologists. Whenever I hear an athlete going through something or underperforming or whatever, or just they're not out there looking like themselves, I'm always like, man, that person needs to see a sports psychologist. Because I mean, it's a big mistake that we all, and I even do it sometimes, mistake that we make by saying or thinking that these athletes are invincible.
Mm-hmm.
They have these, I like to call them superpowers, these super abilities, because they're just, I mean, athletes, let's face it, they're awesome. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? But, with all of the fame and all of the admiration and the money, you have a tendency to take for granted that these athletes are human beings as well. And that these athletes have families. They have, issues. They deal with a lot of the same issues that me and you deal with, pressure at home, pressure on the job, and they do a lot of traveling, and a lot of times these struggles of anxiety and loneliness or like depression or something, when they translate onto the court or onto the field, us as spectators, we're looking at them like, man, what the hell is wrong with this guy? We ready to chop, we memeing him up, we all getting our Twitter fingers going and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And it could be something more, it could be something deeper going on, behind that.
And it's easy to say, you're a professional athlete, that's your job, you should do it.
Yeah.
One thing that gets incredibly lost is, the age of these guys, too, because
yes,
a lot of times they're like 24, 25.
I mean, DeMar's only 28. To me, he's like a kid.
I told, last week during the ladies' panels, I had mentioned it. At 21, I could look at myself when I was 18 and know I was a dumbass. And then at 25, I could look at myself when I was 21 and know I was a dumbass.
Right.
And, wisdom comes with age. And, I mean, at 24, like, I may have been smart and mature, but I was still struggling to come into my own person. Mm-hmm. And there, with that added pressure of, like, multi-million-dollar contracts, fan bases that are livid if they don't make the playoffs or win a game, I mean, I can't even imagine what they go through. So depression, I would not be surprised if a lot of them go through treatment for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I gotta shout out DeMar DeRozan for actually, admitting that this is something that he deals with. I mean, because this was something that kind of, it was a big deal, a huge story, and I hope that people take this seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's easy to say like, oh man, XYZ has so much money or so much fame and love, they couldn't possibly be dealing with, or thinking that it's a cop-out. No, this stuff really does happen out there, and I really hope that folks, take DeMar DeRozan seriously, as well as the whole, depression's a mental illness,
mm-hmm.
and you know how we feel about that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's taken seriously enough in the United States of America, and it shouldn't be taboo.
Absolutely.
But moving right along, The Golden State Warriors were recently in Washington, D.C. to play the Washington Wizards. And, you know, one thing I can say about the Golden State Warriors, even though I hate them, I do have an affinity for their coach, Steve Kerr.
I love him.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he just really seems like he is a stand-up individual. You know, so, you know, during their time here in Washington, D.C., not only did the Golden State Warriors play basketball, they didn't go to visit the White House. Were they supposed to visit the White House?
They didn't visit the White House,
Okay.
and I think they met with, I could be wrong, maybe it wasn't the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, they met with Senator Dianne Feinstein from California instead.
While they were in D.C.?
I think so.
That's pretty cool. And you said Senator who?
Dianne Feinstein. She's a senator from California.
California, okay.
Very high up on the Democratic side.
Okay, so they skipped the White House, and you know, that's their prerogative because, you know, basketball players don't just shut up and dribble. They have an opinion, they have feelings, and you know, they're entitled to have their opinions. They really didn't have to go. You know, I feel like that's not a job of an athlete.
Yeah.
It's not your job. It's not a requirement for you to go visit that White House. And to me, honestly, I feel like they spent their time better and they were more productive by working in the community in DC, which I think was pretty awesome. Did you hear anything about their DC trip?
Not in the community. I'd heard about the Feinstein thing, and I didn't know anything that they'd done in the community until you'd mentioned it.
Oh yeah. They had a visit. They visited a couple of DC children. They also went to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, instead of going to the White House. You know, and they did a community service in DC, and I believe also, yes, I don't know the exact amount, but while they were there, Kevin Durant, he donated some money to PG County schools.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
I believe. I want to say it was like 6 figures.
I think so.
It was in the 100,000s, and you know, to me, like, yo, that's what you do. You know, do something productive. Do something in the community. You know, if you're not gonna, you know, go to the White House and visit 45, then, you know, spend your time wisely. And they did just that.
What they'd done, I swear I read that they did meet Feinstein, but apparently when the invitation to visit Trump happened is when they took school kids to a museum instead.
Right, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And, you know, I saw an interview with Steve Kerr, and he was like, you know, they're really big on, you know, being a force, having a presence in the community and giving back. And, you know, that's one of the things that I really do like about Steve Kerr. I love his political views. I love his stance. I love his, you know, unwavering fashion to just tell it like it is. And,
Yep.
you know, he does not dance around the issues. It's just, you know, he basically was like, so, you know, are you going to the White House? He's like, oh, hell no. We're just going to do some community service instead.
Yep.
You know, and I think that's pretty cool. You know?
Yeah.
As much as I hate him. So shout out to the Golden State Warriors for coming through DC, coming through Chocolate City, and showing some love, man, and taking those kids to the museum. I have not gone to that museum yet. Have you checked? And y'all, please don't pull my black card. But have you checked it out yet?
No, not yet.
All right, well, we can't pull your black card either. So, Eric, how much time we got left, yo? Is it time? 3 minutes? 47. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go on to our next topic. Spring training. In the few minutes that we have left,
That's all we need.
Right. Let's talk about Mark. Let's talk about spring training. I kind of wanted to talk about some of the more intriguing stories with some of the teams heading into spring training. I mean, I think we're like, what, a week or two underway.
Yeah, second full week, I think.
Yeah, second full week. The Orioles, you guys know, are down there in Sarasota, Florida, over there at Ed Smith Stadium. They've had a couple of good games, couple of bad games in true Orioles fashion. But I think one of the things that I am looking forward to and I find most intriguing, and we spoke about this a little bit before, is the New York Yankees and the addition to Giancarlo Stanton to the squad and how he's going to fit in there with Aaron Judge and the rest of those kids. I mean, like, the Yankees already had a killer lineup last year. You know, they were hitting the ball, they were getting it done. It seemed like when they got to the postseason, they forgot how to hit. But prior to that, you know, they were a pretty huge offensive presence in the major league. And now that you've added a previous home run derby winner, a guy that is worth over $300 million, you know, to me, it's kind of like adding KD to the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. you know what I mean? Like, you already had a pretty well-oiled machine, and I'm looking forward to see how that all works out. To be honest with you, even though they're the enemy, I'm looking forward to that.
Who was here on the panel last week?
Kristen.
Yeah, she's a
big Yankees fan. Yeah.
And I mean,
What's up, Kristen?
Yeah, I saw her watching earlier. And she kind of said the same thing you did, you know, just, you know, she thinks with the team that's surrounding him, Aaron Judge should have a good year. I think it's a scary lineup, and you love to hate the Yankees. And I don't see a way anyone can beat them up.
Are you about to say you like them?
No.
Oh, shit, I'm about to say.
Barring serious injury.
Cut the tape.
I don't see any way of them not taking the division.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely not going to do it. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about baseball, a few minutes, then we're going to wrap this joint up. Christ almighty, just a bit outside.
Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange.
Just a bit outside radio show.
I'm going for shellacking.
Ooh.
And another good stat, Miami has never beat Carolina at home.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
Right, but the one good thing Miami can say is that they have safety TJ McDonald. He's back off of his 8-game suspension, so you know, he'll be out there lurking and trying to make it hard for Cam Newton in the offense. And then also, you know, we have to make note that, you know, they just let go of Kelvin Benjamin.
Yep.
So that's kind of one less weapon that the Carolina Panthers have. So it'll be interesting to see how everybody will adjust to the changes that has happened over the past week and a half. You got a
Just a Bit Outside radio show every Monday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange, the Artist Exchange,
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. What's up, and welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live only on BigExchangeRadio.com. I'm your host, Mr. Nate Hauser. I'm in here alone today. So yeah. So a little bit about my week for starters. Well, I'm gonna start off with a quote, and I'm gonna try to do that more often. I was talking to this random individual last week sometimes, and normally when I'm like out, I'm a little bit oblivious. I try not to be like stuck in my phone because that's a bad habit. But I was talking to a gentleman that was in line. We was just in line, and he said something random to me, and I think the way I came off probably alluded that I may have had an attitude problem. I don't know, but I was feeling good. But so he just started talking to me, and about his addictions, and I am that person that when people see them in public, they tell their deepest, darkest secrets to. Like, this has happened to me many times on a train or on a bus ride, or sitting somewhere randomly, like normally when I'm by myself, but somehow even when I'm with people some kind of gravitate towards our table or where we are or where I'm at by myself and just start talking about relationship stuff.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. When we left off, we were talking about Major League Baseball and spring training and some of the more intriguing issues or storylines, I should say, heading into spring training right before the regular season. We just talked about the New York Yankees.
New York Yankees.
We just talked about the New York Bamas and the addition of Giancarlo Stanton and what that means for their club, the organization, and the fan base. Is there something that you were kind of looking forward to or that intrigues you with anybody heading into spring training?
Not necessarily like intrigues me, but I think the story started coming out the last couple of days that Seattle's looking at bringing back Ichiro to finish up his career there.
I think that's a good move.
Absolutely.
I think that's a good move. I mean, he pretty much gave his whole career to Seattle, and probably still holds a few records there, I believe.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Especially for stolen bases.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely a good look. Mark, I know you remember us talking a couple of months ago about the new sensation of Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani from Japan. And the Angels were lucky enough to land him, and I think that is another interesting storyline heading into the regular season that everybody's going to be looking at. I mean, they're saying that this guy is already making his mark on the team and as well as the game. I mean, the Angels are talking about going into a 6-man rotation, which is basically like unheard of.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, with this experimental 6-man rotation, what the effects will be, 1, on the Angels, and 2, on the league as a whole. Because, I mean, like, you're thinking, you're giving your guys an extra day or 2 rest. And to me, I think this is a good move because, with all of this Tommy John that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest challenges for a manager is managing your bullpen and getting people enough time and managing the rotation. So, I'm very interested to see how this whole 6-man rotation thing plays out, because I personally think it's going to be a good thing for the Angels, and it might even start to trend in the major league for real. I mean, you might have to get some more Ohtanis to come through, but I think it's something that you should definitely look into.
Do you think with the 6-man rotation, maybe the era of the pitch count will start going away and we'll see more pitchers going complete games? Get a little bit more rest between games.
I can see that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You're going to get them basically like once a week, maybe once every week and a half.
Yeah.
I can see them pushing their guys, to the limit. I mean, when you got more days rest like that.
There's nothing that irritates me more than when a pitcher's hot and they're like, oh, he's at 102 pitches, pull his ass. No.
That's one of my biggest things with Buck Showalter, man. He be micromanaging the Orioles too much.
Yep.
And, I'm going to build. That's another thing I think as far as the home team is concerned. I'm going to have my eye on Buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'll be giving our guys a hard time, but honestly though, last season, I saw some alarming decisions and like also some alarming instances where I'm like, yo, why are you pulling this guy out right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of those times it was detrimental to the team.
It seems like this year's going to be year transition anyway.
Yeah. For the Orioles and the damn Ravens. You better believe it, baby.
Dan Duquette's in his last season under contract.
Right.
A lot of people don't expect him to be back. They expect Buck to move into the front office and a new manager, which, I mean, that time of transition for any team is going to be bad. You expect them to finish maybe below 500 even.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Joe, we only got a few minutes left because I want to do this little epic fail. We got an epic fail for y'all. But before we do the epic fail, next week, man, we're going to have an NCAA March Madness special because, yo, it's bracket time, and it's going down next week, right?
Bracketology 101.
Bracketology 101, Jabbo style. And we're going to tell you how to get that cool $1 million. How to keep from busting that bracket open.
Doesn't Warren Buffett, doesn't he put like $1 billion if you get
Something
exactly
like,
right?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I think so. But I mean, the odds of that, you get struck by lightning 15 times before that happens. So, so please tune in for that next week. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have our brackets out and we'll talk about all the top teams in NCAA Division I. Now, before we go, we have an epic fail of the night brought to you by our super groovy millennial engineer, Lil Rick. You got that thing going, bro? You're shaking his head. Man, that was an epic fail, but let me just end this show by saying, may we all go through life trying hard as those two girls in the video. Yo, you know how we end this show? Baltimore, spread love, yo.
Black by Demand radio show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yes. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, critical thinking. And see, and we look at that now and like kids, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming assembled.
In the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right, right.
Back then you just got the box with 1 million pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays you get a bike that's already put together. Now when you were younger, you actually had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
That basically closes your mind into learning how to do something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes,
now
yes.
You're giving it something. So, okay, you take this and this is what it is.
Right,
so now
right.
we have to run with this instead of teaching the child, this is how you put this together so you see the result as this.
Right, right. Critical thinking. I like that.
There's a rumor going around the Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing.
Commercial break. And then we're going to come back.
Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So